All right, hey. Okay, so yesterday I did a reading and I got to the very last question of how. So you know what? I'm gonna do it over. I have some time today. Okay, so this is the 5 W's and how read. Let's ask the universe. So, what we're going to ask the universe today, and hi, I'm Caprice St. Pierre, and it's going to be a tarot reading today, okay? So, what we're going to ask the universe is, what do I need to know to grow my channel? What do I need to know to make my channel grow? Is what I wrote down here. Um, this is a timeless reading. So now I'm going to set my intentions and I'm going to say a prayer. So my intentions are to give gratitude for the ability to reach out and communicate with this universe that God made, okay? And I ask for clear communication to guide me towards my highest good for me and for the collective. As I ask for clarification, confirmation, discernment, and positivity, I ask this, that I may acknowledge, accept, and arrange my steps accordingly to fulfill my life's purpose. Thank you to all the positive powers that be. Okay? So that is the prayer, that is the intention. So now we're going to begin. And how this reading is going to go is I'm going to ask again because I did the reading before, but I only had 19 minutes of time on my phone. So I have to clear, I think I cleared off 500 videos, about 400 pictures, and I still have 500 pictures left and about 100 and something videos. So thank you to my Samsung phone. It's really working. I'm an Android person. So what we're asking the universe is what we need to know, excuse me, to make our channels grow. Okay, so the first card out is answering who. Who do we need to talk to? Who is someone who needs to do more videos? Sorry about that. Let's say, so stand your ground. Whatever you feel passionate about, whatever you feel that drives you, or things that drive other people. This is who needs to hear things on your channel, or those who are standing their ground need to go on their channel and talk more about that. Okay, so we're going for more who. Another one just flipped out. Those who are in conflict and defeat energy. If you're feeling this, then you need to combat that energy by going ahead and making a video, or however you tend to grow your channel. If you want to make memes, if you want to make shorts, if you want to make long-winded videos. All right. Who else needs to do this or see this? Who else? I think I have a card that's flipped over in here. Okay, who else? Those who feel trapped in fear. So this energy is really coming out very loud. Just stand your ground and have a ground to stand on so that you can avoid feeling like this. But this will help grow your channel, talking about these things. These are the people who need to watch your channel. People who are trying to stand their ground. People who are feeling conflicted and defeated. And people who are trapped in fear. Okay, these are the people who need to hear what you have to say on your channel. Who else needs to hear? What else needs to come through for the who? Okay, one more shuffle. Who else needs to hear? Okay, so hope comes out. So I believe that people who have hope to give, people who need hope, we're about to go through a very trying time in the world. A lot of cycles ending and a lot of cycles beginning simultaneously. It just takes time. Just like I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra sun and I have 5 planets in Libra in the 10th house. And I notice that people say, oh, Libras can't make a decision. Well, when you step on the scale to weigh yourself in the morning, does that number come up instantly or does it has to build? Does that needle go straight to the number or does it has to fluctuate to make sure that it's the weight is distributed evenly on the tables of which is being weighed? That is Libra energy. We have to weigh a lot of things when we're looking at anything. So just let that be a point to you. But anyway, so those who are standing their ground or those who need to stand their ground is who's going to come to your channel to help it grow. Those who feel conflicted or defeat, they're going to be the ones that are like during the Olympics. There was a lot of like triumphant things that were put up, like medal winning and record breaking and record setting. And for someone who's in this energy of feeling defeat, seeing something like that could be, depending on their mindset and their perspective, could be something motivating. It could also be something that makes them feel even worse. That if that's the case, then you need to find other things. Like you're probably trapped in fear. Okay, so people who feel trapped in fear, I don't know what to do with my channel, it's not growing. Well, break out of that fear. Those who are feeling trapped in fear will find your channel. And because you're doing it, they'll be able to break out of that. And it'll provide hope. A channel that provides hope, a channel that gives hope. This is how we're going to grow our channel. So I'm going to leave that there because it stopped on a very good note. So we got the who. Okay, so now we're going for the what. What do we need to do to grow our channel? Myself and the collective. So I'm looking to grow this channel, and I think this is a very good way to do it through tarot. Okay, so the Ace of Wands comes through. First one I saw. And this is about putting action to an idea that's coming out towards you. Okay, so this is what you need to do. Take hold of this idea. And this is a learning deck. So this one has some things on it. So I'm going to read the upright. So this tells you that this is a 1 card. It is a yes card. It is a fire card. It is the Ace of Wands. That's what these things are saying on the side. Okay, so reading upright. New project, inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, power, potential, beginnings, new opportunities, and growth. So what we need to do is grab onto these opportunities. If you have an idea, put it out. If you have a reading, put it out. If you have a new project, an art project, put it out. It's time to share. It's time to share these ideas because it's going to help grow your channel. And I'm asking for positive things because I want a positive outcome. In the end, things that are good for my highest good and your highest good as someone who's watching and part of the collective. Okay, so the next card is the Queen of Cups. So this card is about love, emotions, pouring yourself into something, into your cup, building. This is feminine energy to which is like birthing energy. It's the fertile ground, where masculine is the seed. It's the worker energy. So anyway, I'm going to read this upright, and it says compromise, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. So all of these things we need to be mindful of. This is what we need to do. We need to be mindful to be compassionate and growing our channel, compassionate towards ourselves, compassionate towards our audience. We need to provide comfort and calmness, because, like I said, there's going to be a lot of chaos because the people who need to hear what we're saying on our channels that are growing are in some stand your ground energy, some trapped in fear energy, and some, what does that one say? Conflict and despair. I'm trying to read it backwards. So, and what they really need is hope. Okay. So, what this new idea that comes in for what this, that's a who. So, what is we need to grab onto these new ideas. We need to nurture them. We need to be emotionally balanced. Um, Emotionally balanced. Okay. That's a lot of Libra energy, but it says, because emotional balance, but it is Gemini and Cancer energy and the Queen of Cups. Okay. What we need to do is, well, that's the Two of Cups. I mean, the Two of Swords. So this is about indecision. This is about probably over analyzing, choosing to stay stuck in a position that is not serving anyone. So what you need to do is come out of this kind of energy, because upright this says difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, and deadlock. So doing this is what needs to not be done. Okay. To grow this stunts your channel when you do this. Now you may need to pause, and if that were the case, we would have saw the hangman, because this is a temporary pause, but this one is like a willfulness to be stubbornly stuck. She can obviously put down those swords. Even if she can't, she can do an Edward Scissorhands and just kind of like slide that knife up there, that blade, and get it off and cut it off. And she could obviously stand. So this is like a self trap in the mindset. So coming out of that, and once you do, you will obtain the Six of Wands. Now, for what this is the energy you need to take on. The Six of Wands, I can do this, and you will be rewarded for what you do. This is Leo energy, which is very confident. Okay, the Sun. This one is Libra energy. But remember what I said about the weighing the scales, and it even says weighing options. So this is becoming balanced, as well as knowing don't become stuck in that. I mean, the scale doesn't take forever to tip. It just takes time, depending on all of the stuff that you put on it. Okay, so then we come to this victorious card. So this one in the upright says public recognition, victory, progress, and self-confidence. Remember, I did say it's Leo. So looking at all these cards that fell out there together, taking hold of new ideas, nurturing them, weighing out your options, but don't get stuck here, okay? Because that's going to lead to victory. This is what we need to do. This is the formula. Take on new ideas, nurture them, but don't become deadlocked, okay? Like, weighing the options. Don't, what did they say? Poop or get off the pot, or whatever, pee or get off the pot, whatever that saying is. It's like, don't just stay there till your legs are numb and then now you can't get up. Don't avoid it because you're like, well, I said I was going to do it at 4 and it's 4:15, so miss that opportunity. No, because this is what's waiting for you. Exactly what we're asking for, how to grow our channel. Okay, so yay. I'm going to move on to where. Where do I need to take my channel? Where do I need to go to find the inspiration? Where do I need to go to find the content? This is the where question out of the 5 W's of who, what, where, when, why, and how. Okay, so the 5 W's and the how. That's why I say that. Because how does not begin with a W, and begins with an H. Okay, so universe. Let's ask the universe. Universe, what do I and the collective need to know to grow our channels? All right, so the first card out is, it's the Four of Swords, which is resting, meditating, contemplating. However, when I picked it up, it was reversed. And sometimes I read reverse different ways. In this case, I'm feeling like it's coming out of rest. We've been resting for a long time as chosen seeds, chosen ones, spiritualists, God's chosen people. We've been watching and waiting on the sidelines, and that was a lot of rest that we needed, even though sometimes it was kind of frustrating to just be like, God, when do we get to make things right? When is this change coming? And you just have to stay faithful. You really did. The Age of Pisces just taught us to stay 100% faithful, blind faith, because I mean, so far Jesus ain't came back yet. I mean, it feel like he real close, but I used to think one day that Jesus was we're gonna see the bottom of his sandal crack the sky, and he was gonna come and save us. But I don't think that's how it's working. I'm older now. That was my child mind, but I definitely was always connected spiritually. So this is where we need to go. So I guess we need to come out of rest. That's where we need to go. I'm going to leave that Four of Swords in reverse to remind me that's okay. So now I have, okay, so a lot of reverses coming out, and I did just shuffle them kind of like, but I'm going to take it. So we need to come out of heartache. We need to come up. This is the Three of Swords, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's heartbreak. It's emotional disappointment. It's they call it third-party energy because there are 3 stakes through a heart. It could be as many as 6 because you got them 3 blades coming out there. I don't know, some freaky stuff going on. But we need to come out of that. Okay, so we need to come out of rest. We need to come out of heartbreak. And we need to come out of, this is the 6 of Cups, which speaks to sharing. And I think sharing in a very delicate way because they're both children, and he's sharing cups, and he's sharing cups full of flowers, which cups hold water. So he's giving a lot of knowledge, but this is the way it came out. So we need to stop wherever we're sharing our information now outside of our channel. We need to stop. And that's true for me. Like, I had to cut off my family basically because it's like, what do they say? Throwing pearls to pigs. And I'm not to call my family pigs. They're not in the least, but casting your pearls among ways. They would hear my advice. Like, I could solve their problem like that. Like, my mom's like, oh, the mirror I bought to put over my door is flimsy. And I was like, oh, Mom, just go to the Dollar Tree and get the Velcro and then stick it to the door and then the mirror, and then it won't flop like that when you close it. Simple fix. My cat is neurotic acting, and she was giving it, this is my mom again, she was giving it antidepressants. And I was like, well, I went to the dollar store and I bought some baby socks that were really cute, and I stuck some catnip in them, and then I sewed up the top and gave it to my cat, and they just hold this thing. And I called one of them Lulu, my cat. she just held the catnip sock. It was her baby. She took it everywhere. I made her 4 pair. And then when we got the new kitten, I made them for him. I told my mom. And she didn't like giving the cat the antidepressant because her energy was very different. But my mom didn't like how much antsy energy the cat had. So stop sharing with people outside of your channel. If you have things to share, share it on your channel. Come out of heartbreak. I was heartbroken because my mom and my sister and even my dad and my ex-husband and my oldest daughter and just everybody. I was sensitive to everybody because I'm like, nobody really wants to get on board with me and do something different. I wanted to do a channel on my family. I'm like, yeah, like, this is a unique situation where we're divorced and we live together and we get along and we live together for the benefit of the children in a house, which we only have my 16-year-old daughter who is a senior this year and very slated to go to college. But I had to come out of all that heartbreak. I had to let go of my mom and my sister. If you do not want to go on the journey with me, if you do not feel like it's important enough, if you don't think any of my advice is good, and you don't want to share that with me, they wouldn't, okay, my mom came and saw me because we've been having difficulties in our relationship and it kept just kind of coming to a halt at times. And the longest halt was 5 years. But before that 5-year halt in our communication, because my mom and sister live together, and sometimes I just don't drive with it's my sibling. I have that relationship with her, but I never really was encouraged to have my own relationship with my sister. I was her guardian at 14 months older than her. And I'm like, this chick is taller than me. She's a stepchild, not a stepchild, but I'm one step in front of her. I don't have, if my sister would get herself in some messes, in fights, and then she would want me to fight on her side. I'm like, no, just because you're my sister, I'm not going to fight for you when I see that you was wrong. You were bothering this person, and now you want me to come and save your ass? No, don't get your ass in no trouble. And that's the best big sister I can be. Give you advice so that I don't have to come and try to save your butt. No, I'm going to give you the advice so you can save yourself. But she never wanted that advice. Casting my pearls among... I just was throwing them down the gutter. Trying to give my well-rested information, because I'm coming out of rest, my well-rested information, and trying to share it with someone who I loved, had a relationship with, but also had a lot of heartbreak with. I have to come out of all of these. And that's why I'm doing this with this video right now. Okay, so let's see where else. So this is a mental journey of where we need to go that the universe is telling us. It's emotional, it's mental, it's reevaluation is where we need to go. Really reevaluate. Really reevaluate your what you're standing your ground on. What you're going to provide hope for those who feel trapped in fear, for those who feel conflicted and defeated. That's the way you're going to get your victory, when you take these new ideas and you nurture them and you balance them out with focus, okay? Because this is not where you want to stay, because this is where you want to go into having victory. Hi, Marley. So when you come out of resting and you get over heartbreak, it ain't nothing but a thing just to heal it. Just, you know how you heal everything? You acknowledge it. Okay, that happened to me. My heart was broken. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, motherfucking boo-hoo. Okay, so now I accept that. Okay, now I accept this person broke my heart. But that person couldn't have broke my heart if I wasn't standing in front of them, allowing them to do something. So what is my part? That is the acceptance part. Not you accept that something happened. Okay, that's basically acknowledgement. But to accept that, okay, well, I stayed too long. Okay, well, I put my better judgment to the side. I didn't listen to my intuition. It's always going to come back to you because you're the only person you can control and you're the only person who has power over you. You are the only person that has power over you ultimately. And with a couple of exceptions to age. A baby doesn't really have power over its caregiver. Not as of yet. That's when we're narcissistic and it's a healthy narcissistic. That's when we're codependent and it's a healthy codependent because we are babies and we can't get along without having a parent, without having a guardian, without having a caregiver, someone to take care of us. That's when we are at our most healthiest being a codependent mofo. Okay? But anything past that age or past it being outside of your north node, learning how to, like an apprenticeship. Okay, yeah, you need to be codependent on your mentor. You need to be codependent on your teachers for certain kind of knowledge. Now, it's also for you to figure out, is this knowledge good? Don't bite the apple if you see worms and green stuff on it. Like, that's not a good apple to eat from, which I always kind of felt like American propaganda in education is, but that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother reading. But anyway, so stand your ground. Stand your ground. Be passionate about your ground. Be passionate about the things you stand on. And provide hope, okay? This is who we need to be talking to. This is who needs to do this to grow their channel, okay? And those in this energy. So that was the who. We went over the what. So what we need to do is grab on the new ideas, nurture them, weigh the options, but don't get stuck here. Do not get stuck here. Okay, and then because when you come out of that weighing of the options and balancing, you're going to receive victory. It says actual public recognition. This is a read about growing our channel. We are asking the universe, and the universe says, come out of rest. Come out of heartbreak. The universe got a deep voice. And come out of sharing things with people who are not receptive to them. Take that to your channel because the world needs you. This is where this needs to happen, in the world. You in the world? Because I'm in the world and I'm talking to people in this world. And, Area 52 or 51 turned out to be correct or whatever, a little bit. I hear that song, Too Little, Too Late. Like, what? You come and tell us this, it's always a distraction. When the government comes out and tells you the truth that we always knew, that they kept saying, no, that's not true. It's always a distraction for something else bigger that's coming that they know. They know is coming. So this is where we need to take our channel to help it grow. The world. My channel is public. Okay, I have it public. Okay, so that's the where. So now we're going to go to the when. And some of these W's are kind of hard. Well, they're not hard. They're just tricky to answer. So when do we need to do this? When do we need to, I'm channeling now. But let's look for some very obvious. Okay, Temperance came out. I love this deck. I love this deck. I love the colors. Okay, so Temperance came out, which Temperance is about healing, balancing. So I would say when this needs to happen, when we need to grow our channel, when we need to, let go of the heartache, when the scales are being balanced, when the cups of emotions are being poured into, she's standing in water, the sun's behind her, she has wings. This is also giving me some like judgment. So I would say the time is now, because this is what we're seeing in the world right now. When this is also like patience. Temperance is almost like kin to Grace. It's like basically a cousin to Grace. But grace is kind of like, oh, just hang on, hang on, hang on. And temperance is the action of grace, is what it's feeling like. Okay, universe, what do we need to know to make our channels grow? When? Okay, so when do we need to know this? Wow. Heartache came up. Now, temperance is a major arcana, which to me, major arcanas, because there's only 22 of them, 0 through 21. When major arcanas come out, that is like the universe, the world saying, hey, this is a collective speaking of the higher good. Okay, to me. All right. So it's saying when you come out of heartache again, okay, again, the where is where you need to take your mind to out of this heartbreak, or when there is heartbreak in the world, when there are people feeling, this is like another trapped in fear kind of feel. It's the Nine of Swords. Again, she can release herself. They're not tied that tight. She can get out of this situation. The world can get out of this situation, but it's feeling trapped. And when this message of this card always gives me the sense of nonsensical communication. It's very fumbled. It's okay, because we need people who know how to stand their ground and provide hope. This is who needs to do these channels. And for people who are in conflict and feeling trapped in their feelings. Again, when do we need to do this? When people are feeling trapped in their feelings, feeling heartbroken, when the world is balancing out and nonsensical things are coming in. Okay? I feel like I want to pull more cards, even though that was 4. Universe, do you have another message for when we need to do this to help our channels grow? Do you have another message for when? Okay, there we go. Oh. When people are feeling left out and despair, when you're feeling left out in despair, sometimes I watch people who are being evicted, who are homeless, who are living in their cars. Those people be feeling this way. And through watching them get through it, and they'll have people who inspire to send them money. They'll show a way. Now, I don't know if this is a gimmick or not. You know what I mean? Like, believe someone, what is that? I think Marvin Gaye said it. Believe half of what you see and some of none of what you hear or read or whatever it is. So, but with the internet, okay, I think we need to be genuine because this is real. This is about to happen to the whole world. The whole world is going to be feeling like kind of put out. But if you're a chosen seed, if you're a chosen one, if you're, someone who has been sent here, you already felt this feeling. You already know what this is about. You already know how to get through this. You have heard all the nonsensical rushing in bull crap. You have felt trapped in a mess. What's it say? Trapped in a bad romance. That reminds me of TikTok. You have felt heartache and broke. Okay, right? Like, what's her name? Who made that song? Lady Gaga or something? Okay, and then now it's time for the balance. This is when. Okay, I'm going to leave it there on the when. So now we're going to go to why. So yesterday when I did this read and I was running low on my time, I'm not going to pull those right now. I was running low on my time. I got all the way to the why and answered that question with one card, but I didn't get to the how. So when I started this reading, I was just going to do the how, but then I was like, no, do it again. So it's just practice for me. So maybe practicing is a good way. Getting comfortable on the camera, getting comfortable with the way you look, the way you express yourself, the way you show up. Like, I just cut off all my hair and I'm loving it. I slicked it back today. It looks smooth. So But you know, I like me, and I know that I am going to attract the people who need to hear what I'm saying. And this read is about growing your channel. And I believe that most people who are on and have channels definitely want them to grow, even if it's nothing. Like the algorithm picks up certain things, which I don't feel is all the time fair. But you know what? It's going to even out. Temperance is here, and Sagittarius energy is going to even out all over the world. Um, Different cultures, different countries, not just here in America where I am. Okay, so now we're looking for why. Why do I need to do this? Universe. We're asking the universe, why do we need to do this? And this card flipped over. Because justice. Because it's time for justice. This is Libra energy. I named my oldest daughter Justice. Oh, my baby. So yeah, this is definitely why. Because the scales are balancing, which we did see with the Temperance card. Why we need to do this for justice. You might even, like, I see lawyers coming on and looking at videos, reacting to videos, and I think it's time because things that were hidden through the High Priestess. I believe, I don't know, I'm going to get another card, but it seems like what the High Priestess knew is being revealed. I mean, and these are some powerful, powerful cards right here. They're both major arcana. They're both looking in the same direction. So, and I feel that this is truth. This is the Justice card brings down the words of God. Okay, the judgment, the karma. She's here. And she got this chick right here who know everybody's secrets. Know every secret to everything. This is powerful. This is why. This is a very powerful dynamic. So let's see what else comes out. Universe. Oh, there's another card that's flipped. Scorpio energy right here with the Death card. That's a lot of major arcana already. Now, I do have 2 major arcana decks in here with the regular deck. And I did that purposely. But the reason why is because justice is being called upon. The High Priestess is being activated. And death and transformation is upon. And remember what I just said about the major arcana as being basically the universe talking. So, universe, are there any other reasons why? Oh, the Hierophant. Death to tradition. Oh my God. I mean, there are other cards in here. Like I just said, there's 22 major arcana and it's 0 to 21. So, okay. So, justice, this is why. This is why we need to do this. Because of justice. Because of the High Priestess and the secrets that I believe she's about to reveal or put it into. Because of the card death coming over. This is death to systems, death to businesses, death to certain structures, but as transformation. When things die, they normally turn into something. I picked up a log that had these things on it the other day, and I Google lensed it and found out that they were turkey tail mushrooms. So from that log dying, mushrooms grew on it that are very medicinal to us as people. So from something ending, dying, being cut off, this is Scorpio energy. Something new is coming. But I believe that what's being cut off and what's dying is this is a Hierophant, and this speaks to traditions. Okay, so traditions. To me, it gives me the marriage card. I mean, well, the marriage thing. Uh, there's two silhouettes down here. Normally in the regular deck, I forget the name. The weight deck, something like that. This is he speaks to marriage. He speaks to tradition. He speaks to religion. He speaks to all that kind of stuff. So death to that. There's justice coming. Okay, so there's justice coming to all the secrets that are being exposed and disposed of, and they're rooted in tradition. Okay? So I'm going to pull another card, even though that was the 4. Is there any more, universe, that we can ask you about the why? Why do we need to do this? Outcomes, minor arcana, which is the Queen of Cups, which speaks to love and a pouring out of. I feel like she showed up. Yeah, she showed up again here in the what. So, and we're looking at the why. Okay, so again, it says compassion, comfort. So this is what we need to provide through our channel that we're growing. A sense of justice, the revealing of the secrets, things that are behind the scenes. She knows everything. The transformation of traditions that are being torn down, and we need to provide a love, a comfort, hope. Again, going back to hope. Who? Where are you at? Hope to those who are feeling in this energy. And if justice was coming, karma was coming for me, and okay, so all karma is you reaping what you sow. So, like I did this thing earlier, and it was so easy to do it with people that I'm upset with, like my cousin. And I was like, yeah, I hope you receive everything that you gave out to me. Because personally, she went on an attack factor, and it seemed to be over some very low vibrational reasons. I'm sorry. I do have something to do today, and I will be getting ready for that very soon. So that just, and plus, whenever I think of her, I get very thrown off track. Anyway, so what I was saying was just thinking about wishing someone who has really done you wrong or been irritating to you to the core of you is pretty easy. But then I turned it around and I said, okay, Caprice, I wish you to reap what you sowed to the world. Now, if you could sit back and you could do that and feel like, okay, my karma won't be so heavy because I always tried to do what was morally upstanding, what was right, what I would want to come back to me. If you lived in that energy, which I definitely have to be mindful to do my entire life, 51 years on the 27th of September, I'm okay with my karma that comes back to me. I always knew that I was being watched. I never worried about Big Brother cameras, none of that, because I always felt like I was being watched by God. I always knew I was being watched, and I always knew that I had a moral compass to navigate me through life. I always knew when I was doing something wrong. Always knew when I was doing what was morally upstanding, when I was standing my ground. Okay? So ask yourself that question. Because a lot of people did things because it was easy for them to get away with. They felt like it was a victimless, consequence. Every action has an equal reaction, if not harder. Like, there's a song by Eminem where he's talking to, I don't know, I think it's called Girls. And he says, I stick up my finger, middle finger. He sticks up his finger. I say F somebody else, but he says it the same, but meaner. So it's like, it doesn't always like you tap me and then I punch you. I mean, I could be like, well, he touched me and I didn't. That's not exactly an equal exchange, but some people lived in that. Well, I can MCA. I'm gonna get mine, so I'm gonna take yours. I gotta get mine, so I'm gonna take yours. I used to hate that song, yeah, but my sister loved that song, and all through high school she would be playing that song after we got home from school. So, anyway, but that kind of behavior is being looked at through justice eyes. Justice has all the secrets. Karma is coming through and just going to obliterate. This is Pluto energy. Pluto destroys, okay? Just so something can be rebuilt. All right? And what's being rebuilt or destroyed is traditions. And what's needed is love. All right, so that's the why, and that's why you're doing this, and this is what's needed in the world. Okay, now we have the how. This is where I didn't get to, and we'll pull a couple of cards for the how. I'm going to start with this Power of Love deck. So how do we grow our channels? This was the first card to flip. Transformation. Okay, so it says, you use the power of love to move through illustrations and shift into awareness. So this is how we grow our channels. We show change. Like, I love home decor. It's an instant change. You went from the house looking like this to pristine, or whatever you did to it. So use the power of what you love to do, and move through illustrations, which this is talking about growing your channel. So you're definitely going to illustrate visually, maybe verbally. You might do it in pictures, you might do it in song, you might do it in dance. I love to listen to this healing music, and this is a shift into awareness. So whatever you're doing, how you need to do it is you need to make people aware of what you're doing, aware of how you're doing it. So what else do we need to know, universe, to help our channels grow? Okay. Trust. Okay, trust is what came out next. So we need to trust. It says, you have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice, and have faith in your intuition. So that's what we need to do. We need to trust the process. We need to move along with, I think one of the cards came out with self-confidence. Yes, this one. And this was the what? We need to have self-confidence, and have self-confidence in your intuition. The analytics of watching the videos is kind of cool to kind of gauge and pace. But if I look at, okay, well, my short got 400 and some odd views in a couple of days, and it took those days to get 10 likes, and then I start just too much in the details. And I do love the saying, the devil lives in the details, because the devil loves to tie you up, make you feel tied up. Just trust the process. Just put out. Trust your intuition versus a rigid schedule. Stay flexible. That's something that I need to do, because transformation is real. And when things are trying to change, being rigid will only help you break. Okay. Okay, so how do we do this? What else do we need to know, universe, as we ask you how do we grow our channels? What do we need to know to make our channels grow? Is there any more from this deck that I need to take a look at? Okay, this one kind of fell out. I love it. Harmony. Harmony. Whatever we're doing, how we do it, it has to bring harmony to us. If it's like, oh my God, I have to put out videos today. Oh my God, I'm just like freaking da 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 da. Maybe this ain't the thing to do. Maybe you are better with a podcast. Maybe you are better with, because like some people don't really want to be in front of the camera, but they think that, they know they have things to say. So whatever you do has to be in harmony with yourself first. And then that harmony will transfer into whoever come across to watch you. Okay, so harmony. You are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. Okay? So, you need to hi. Know that how to do this is probably stay in energy of being able to transform, being pliable. Like I said, quickly analyze what you're doing and then move on. If you say, okay, if I am doing tarot and then the cat comes up and I'm better off with the cat, then maybe I'll switch it and just concentrate on that one a little bit more to help grow my channel while I still do what I love. I have to be in harmony with it. You want to say hi, Marley? You want to say hi? Say good, grand rising, good morning, whatever you say. Huh. Okay, there you go. Bye-bye. He's all over the cards. So, trust. Stay in the energy of trusting. Trust your instincts. Trust. Trust the process. Trust that everything is gonna work out okay. For your higher good. For your higher good. For the positivity of your higher good, so that you can acknowledge, accept, and arrange your steps accordingly to make it where you want to go, to your higher purpose. And stay in harmony with that. Okay, so now we're going to look at clarifying life situations card deck. So I like this one because it has a couple of sayings. So we're still looking at the how. How do we grow our channel? How do we grow our channel? Universe, do you have any more messages for us on how we grow our channels? Okay, so this one came out. It says, Valley of Shadows and embrace courage. So this is the how. Step into the enveloping valley of shadows. Here, fears are faced. So face your fears. And the courage is foraged in dimly lit paths. So I don't know how maybe you go hiking and you take videos of that and it's dark and it gives people the sense of, ooh, I'm walking through there with you. Or it could just be like you're feeling at the lowest point in your life, in your in your spirit, and in those low, quiet places. Okay. You find yourself. You find how to do this. You find what you're looking for. Like I took a trip to Louisiana in early August of 2024, and I found some things about myself. And I just went on a drive. I live in Virginia, and I went down through Alabama. I stopped by and see my mom and sister, which was a mistake, but it was done and it had to be done so that I could get to this point where I am right now. So anyway, sometimes you just got to go through some things, go to places. Like they were like, why are you going to Louisiana? My mom's like, it's darkness down there. I'm like, oh my God, Mom. Like, yeah, so like I need to go. Like I need to see where my dad's from, and I never got to go there with my dad. And he lives in Alabama now, and whatever. So it also says embrace courage. Open your mind, learn from experiences, and let answers unfold in your journey. So this is how we come to, you're like, I still don't know how to grow my channel. Well, do all these things and you'll figure it out. Like that kind of talk is like my sister's voice coming back at me. Like, oh my God. Anywho, all right, so now I'm going to get to like, okay, yeah. So maybe you don't know how to open up that situation to intake, standing your ground. Well, I don't know what my ground is. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because if that triggered you, you're holding your ground. It's just not a very fertile ground because, like, everybody got to stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything, okay? So, and what we need to do to grow our channel is to provide hope for those who feel conflicted and defeated and those who are trapped in fear, okay? So, what we need to do is to embrace new ideas, to nurture them, to weigh our options. But remember, don't get stuck here. Analysis paralysis, that's what they call this kind of energy. So just, okay, yep, you know what? I'm going to go. The scale doesn't take all day to line up. And this is when you'll get the public recognition for having your channel build. Okay, all we're trying to do is attract the energy that we need to build our channel so that we can feel helpful, successful, doing something that we want to do. And moving into the age of Aquarius, we saw with COVID shutting everything down. Oh, now you know how to go to school virtually. Oh, now you know how to work from home virtually. We had the things in place. We just weren't using them to the best of their ability until COVID came in, smacked us in the face, and made us wake up and use the devices to help us. And now with the where we need to do most of everything that we need to do to grow our channel is to come out of rest mentally, emotionally, physically. We need to come out of heartache emotionally, physically, because when you're in heartache and you don't deal with it, because for a while the whole universe didn't know how to, well, not the universe, but the people on the universe didn't know how to deal with this. There weren't people that were helping. We were in the building stage. We were still throwing our emotions over our shoulder in a sack and carrying it with us for generations. But this generation here, this generation right here said, no, we're going to deal with our emotions. I have this, I have that. Now it's time for us to figure out a way to help alleviate those issues. Okay, when we come out of sharing our conversations with people who just aren't listening, like our family and our friends who take us for granted at times, who don't want to see us succeed out of jealousy, out of whatever their problem is, their low vibrational stuckness, their need for complete survival in a world. But the world is changing, okay? And so that's why this is where we need to come out in our mindset of these situations to help with the world, okay? I'm here about helping. Okay, and then why? Because balance is coming. The time is coming for balance. So that there is no more heartbreak like this. There is no more feeling trapped like this. This is the why. This is why we need to do it. Because we have messages that we need to rush in and say, but don't be nonsensical, okay? Because nonsensical stuff is coming out and people are feeling left out. People are feeling left in the cold. So this is why, to reach all these people because of balance, okay? And then we have the how. Wait, what is this one? Anyway, okay, so that's the what, that's the where, that's the when, that's the why. So I did why twice. Maybe it needed to be reiterated. Okay, but now I'm getting to the how. And the how is transformation. So let me go ahead with that. Okay, because justice is being administered for all the things that were done hiddenly, or she is exposing that to Judge Justice. Death is being called in, transformation of systems, and what is needed is love. And how we provide that is by recognizing the transformation, making the transformation within ourselves, trusting our journey, bringing harmony, embracing courage, and walking through our shadows of the valleys of the shadows. Okay, so also, yes. Okay, so what I also wanted to do is another how. So these are some chakra cards. And I'm going to ask the universe what we need to concentrate on in our chakras, which are energy points in your body. And just check it out, buy a chakra. Just look it up on Google. Google has everything. So these all fell out. So I'm going to take them. Oh, that's not a card. That's information card. So we need to get in touch with our fourth chakra. This is the heart chakra. This says acceptance of self. Okay. It's time to rejuvenate yourself by giving yourself love. We need to tell ourselves, I accept myself and the way I am. I remind myself that I cannot feel any better about life than how I feel about myself. Exactly. I will not wait a moment longer to accept myself. And yeah, accept yourself. Accept where you are. You're not alone. There's so many people. This is how we grow our channel. Okay? We accept ourselves. I honor what my body is asking for. And if I am unsure, I will ask myself. I'll ask the universe too. But ask yourself. I ask myself, what kind of reading can I do? Ask the universe. Whoa, okay, I'm going to do that. So, what can I do to be healthier and more balanced than I am now? Okay, I dwell upon all that is right in my life, not what is wrong, and I have gratitude. Yes, I accept my life as it is now, and I move forward from here. Acknowledge, accept, arrange your steps accordingly. Okay, so we have the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. We have the fifth chakra, which is the throat chakra. Okay, so this one says, connect with spirit. I develop a quiet mind that allows me to tune in and get in touch with my higher self and my spirit. This is all the stuff we need to do to grow our channel, okay? I am open to the truth and welcome spiritual inspiration from others. Okay, I will benefit greatly by practicing, meditating, and stillness. Okay, it is this energy. Just don't stay there too long. Okay. It also says, I ask my inner guidance to assist me in getting more in touch with my spirit. I know that if I ask for guidance, it will be given. So, okay, I didn't realize all it, because I saw that these have kind of repeating, but I didn't realize they all had different sayings on them. So we also need the first chakra, which is independence. I'm going to put that up there. And if you like, you can read it. I'm going to read a little bit of it. Independence. I know what my needs are, and I actively pursue them, knowing that I will be guided and provided for when I put in the effort. That's trust. The seventh chakra. This is the crown chakra. And that's what that one says. I hope this is showing up correctly, but if not, I'm going to read a little bit. Divine intervention. I honor a higher power and know that anything is possible. Okay. Also have the third chakra. That is your solar plexus. I think of third chakra energy as intuition. It says self-discipline. My self-discipline and willpower will significantly help me in my efforts to to move forward and grow. Okay. Again, we're talking about growing our channel. The sixth chakra, the third eye. Imagine. Okay. So this is being in a state of mindfulness. I am aware of my thoughts and I ask myself, are you uplifting? And are they uplifting and are they true? So yes, be mindful of what you're telling yourself. You want to grow your channel? It's going to grow. You have to be trusting. You have to be patient. Set your intentions. Say prayers. Meditate. Get in touch. Imagine. Okay. And then we have another seventh. Oh, I got to get ready to go. We have another seven chakra crown. So this is meditate and silence. I sit still in meditation regularly, as I know there is power in silence. I seek my stillness during some part of every day. And I definitely do that. So that was the how. Those are some things that you could just meditate on and do yourself. Like, if you really want to grow your channel, it's not always just consistently putting something out so that you can stay relevant or that your feed flies up, but it's more about the quality of what you put out versus quantity, and make that consistent. Consistently, I want to come through with quality reads, quality crafts, things that I can share amongst people who are looking for what I want to share. And that's also good about growing your channels. There's other videos that you can watch about the hashtags and how to build content. I mean, there's videos for everything, but this was a spiritual read for how to grow our channel. And we asked the 5 W's and the how to the universe. So this is Let's Ask the Universe, and we ask the 5 W's and the how. The who, the what, the where, the when, the why, and the how. Okay? All right, so I know that this helped you if you watched it. And I know it helped me because I made it. And stay confident in everything you do. Have a blessed day. Spread joy, spread comfort, and make sure that you're at the top of your priority list, but you're not the only one on the list. Let's love each other, lift each other up. And one thing I would love for people to start to practice to say, look in the mirror, look in your phone and say, I am a healer who heals. I am a healer who heals. I am a healer who heals. And you will feel yourself starting to heal just from saying that statement. Okay. All right, you guys, have a good one. I'm putting this one up because I've done this video several times, and I hope you enjoy it when you come by. Take care.